economic security. What's your thoughts about economic security, and what do you think that college students can do to make sure that we secure economic security in the future?
Um, Economic security is definitely very important, probably one of the most important things that people can focus on. Um, I guess one of the first things college students can do for economic security, at least if they're an employed college student, is probably start working towards 401ks, or if there's a pension plan in their job, look into that and start looking at what they can do to help maximize that. Also, just building up savings would probably be a good thing to start doing. I've heard a good rule of thumb is have at least $1,000 in a savings account for emergency funds in case you lose your job or something comes up.
Just probably build assets and like instead of liabilities, buy like land and stuff instead of things that's going to cost you more, like houses. Well, not houses. Houses will actually help you. Don't like rent. I would buy places.
I'm actually thinking about changing my major because like the teaching is not that great for like the pay. It's like around like $50,000 to $60,000. So I'm thinking about going into a finance, which the economics. It's like that's a big one for like pay wage. It's like around like the median's like 70 to 100,000. So I think that's a secure job that like I learned that if you're like an accountant and you have a you bilingual, you'll have a job and you'll be that you can, if you're willing to locate, your economic security is very high. You will be secure with a job.
Comes to that, how do you think that student loans influence someone's choice of a career or something like that?
Um, Student loans is probably a big factor, um, just because I know for me personally, the reason I chose the regional campus as opposed to the main campus is because tuition's a lot less, and what I want to do, uh, there's not a whole lot of money in it because it's a government job. So, I mean, I was born and raised in Oxford, but it's half the price to go here. So I'm assuming people would probably look for more well-paying jobs, and even if they get jobs that have uh, a decent pay and that they're highly qualified for and that they're guaranteed, they may not take it, trying to hold out for a better paying one just so they can focus on paying back loans if they have a lot of money.
I see. So you think that sometimes money can be like a pressure point when it comes to making a decision for the career?
Yes, definitely.
I think if the teacher pay wage was higher, around like 70 to 8, like 70, 75,000, I think more people would be willing to go into the education major. But I think since the wage is so low, it's a deterrent when you could go into like something else and get a higher one. It might be easier too.
Like financial stability, like not having to worry about living week to week off paycheck to paycheck, actually having to build funds and money in the back.
So when it comes to that,
Hmm.
sorry, um, do you think that more? Do you think that do you think that student loans also a factor into that a little bit?
I think so. Like the reason I came here because the what is it the how much I have to pay to come to a regional campus is far lower than to a main campus. Like a main campus for my Hamilton, Miami University was 15,000 per year or per semester, and here it's around 3,500. And I think that's a big influence on people, and why a lot of more people are going to these regional campuses because it's a lot cheaper, and it's a smarter decision in my opinion.
Oh, that makes sense. Do you think that like sometimes the pressure to like have a career right out of college also influences that decision, like for what you study?
I think so. I know I've talked to my parents about it. My dad says like you're not gonna get a job right out of it. Like you'll probably wait about a year to get into it, unless you have like, I know some majors there's internships you have to take in order to get your major, and because of those internships you're able to get that job right out of college. But some majors you might have to wait a year or two just to get that, and I think that might influence their major based on that, and like the economic ways to like come to a regional one, because they know it's going to be cheaper if they come here. They know they're going to have to wait, so why go to a school that's a lot more when you have to wait anyway and you have to spend more money and not getting that.
Yes, definitely. Like, again, the number I heard was $1,000, but I think it'd be better if it was higher. Like if you had more money in your savings, just so you don't have to worry about it as much. I guess the motivation, if you're not really concerned about money or if the money is not good enough, just is it what you want to do?
Okay, what do you want to tell other students, college students that are watching this regard, how they can get involved in economic security?
So just get your money up. Don't worry about the other people. Worry about yourself. Go Miami Varsity Regionals. Woo!